Hi, welcome back to InfoSec OI. This is a little something to help some of you that may be unaware of the different dangers of phishing and the way they operate. Phishing sucks, and this is my way of trying to keep you guys educated and hopefully not fall for these phishing attacks, these scams that literally just ruin lives. I hate them, and this is why I really want to do this for you guys. So first thing first is knowing the way they operate. Most of the time, they tend to use social engineering to lure you, to get you urgently clicking and doing things that they want you to do. That could be giving up information or doing things that further their cause. So let's go through some of the mediums that they like to go through. So one is they love doing calls. Sometimes you might get spam calls and they'll pretend to be someone they are not, and they will try to extract information from you, say your birthday, your dates. And usually what they'll do is that they'll trick you by saying, oh, you win some prize, or there's some event going on, and they will like to get you registered for it. And that's one way they tend to get your information. The other thing is that it's quite common in Singapore that they use text to pretend to be someone else. In general, currently the trend in Singapore is that there'll be attackers pretending to be your friend, and they'll be saying, hey, it's been a long time since we've met each other, and why don't we do this and that. And then after that, they will try and extract out money or information from you to do further things as well. Another trend that I've been seeing right now is that phishers tend to embed links into their attempts. So this comes in the form of emails, or maybe in malwares where they pretend to be something, and when you click on that link, it will send you to a site that looks really legitimate. A few common examples will be emails that will require you to enter your Microsoft credentials or to enter your banking details to buy something, but actually that information is sending to our attackers as well. Next thing that they tend to love to use is other means, such as embedding itself into programs. So in my experience, I've been seeing people who tend to use free software. These free software are usually bundled with freeware, where they will give you bonus antiviruses or bonus performance enhancing applications. But within these applications, there are better adwares or links to further sites that are actually there to extract your information. So what are some of the objectives they tend to try to reach? So like I said before, the biggest objective is most of the time is to get your information, your credential information, your date of birth, anything that they can use to figure out your more sensitive information, like your banking details, trying to social engineer so that they'll be able to extract information to maybe get your social security number, or to extract your details so that they can pretend to be you when you're approaching a bank and to extract or withdraw money. The other objective they'll probably be is to embed malware. So embedding malware usually requires them to get you to download things and to run a program, or to embed something into your system, but actually it's not legitimate. It's there to either be a way for them to take control of your computer, or to drop more malicious programs into your system, and basically from there onwards they have full control of your devices and whatever you're doing inside there. I think the worst case scenario is that they'll tend to use your computer as a way to further their cause and to jump into other systems, or to make it into a bot. I think there are a few famous cases out there where threat actors, after they manage to social engineer themselves into victims, they tend to change their devices into mining bots so that they can mine crypto for them. Yeah. So here are some of the things that you should really spot on how it could be a phishing attack. So, example, you may have gotten this email. So the principles that I'm going to share with you, even though it is on an email, the principles that I'm going to go through do apply to the other mediums as well. Essentially, they use different ways to try to trick you, but essentially they're all the same MO. So first thing first, when you get a phishing email, is to always notice inconsistencies. So one of the biggest inconsistencies are spelling mistakes for emails or your links, or where they will pretend to, or they'll try to closely match a legitimate wording. So for example, you could get like Amazon, and maybe you get Amazon, and instead of an N at the back, you get M at the back, right? So misspelling is one of the big telltale, where you also realize that when you're going through the email, you'll start noticing very inconsistent spelling going through. The other thing is that they'll always tend to add a reward to this whole entire process. They will tend to say, oh, if you do this, you get $100 or something. It's like, oh, if you continue talking to me, you give this, we could go out for a date or something like that. So always be wary when they start to dangle a carrot in front of your face. The next thing you need to know is that they will set urgency. So for urgency is that usually they'll try to set a time limit or a timer or some form of deadline to make you feel as if you got to jump into this ASAP, got to get into this as soon as possible. In a sense, it's a way to blind you from the very fact that you're looking at something that's not right. They need you to not think straight. They need you to get you to jump into it. And of course, more rewards, there's the other things that you'll be seeing. The other thing is that take note of what they're asking from you. I think it's very important to be aware about the different sensitivities of information that you hold. Your banking details, your ID, your social security numbers, your address, or anything that could be construed as privacy, right? These are information that you should be wary whenever you give anyone, even if you're with your friends. So let alone if this stranger is asking for this kind of information, you need to start to verify and you need to check. So the other thing that I would like to give as a bonus before we end off is that I noticed that most of you, through social engineering or either neglectfulness, tend to accept things online whenever we are going to surf, and in some cases you might fall for this phishing attack where they will try to get a notification, and then you start receiving alerts about how your device is filled with malware and viruses, and they will try to trick you into downloading their versions or a corrupted version of an antivirus. Yeah, so a little tip, if you ever encountered something like this, is to always go into your browser's notification settings and look at what are the items that you have allowed. It's a good practice to just clear out all your notification allowed that have been whitelisted for those browsers. In most cases, these whitelistings are the ones that actually cause you to receive this link, this alert. And never ever go through these links, right? Never go to them and never download anything from them. So I hope this whole awareness training is helpful for you. Just remember that there are people out there that are there to extract things from you, and your livelihoods, your money, your cash, and all these informations hold great importance to you. They can ruin your life if you do not keep them safe. So always be aware, be safe, and I hope the next time you receive something like this, you'll be fully educated to know to ignore it, or to at most be able to send it to your organization's security team to deal with it. Yeah. So until the next video, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it's educational. Do consider liking and subscribing. See you in the next video. Bye.